was just one thing is we actually had a concert this last weekend back in Portland, Oregon. So the one time I finally get a show that is close to my house, like 30 minutes next to my house, I'm here. So I got to fly across the Pacific Ocean, back to Portland, Oregon, played a concert on Saturday, flew back here on Sunday, and so I've been, tomorrow night I leave once again. It will be my 4th trip across the Pacific Ocean in a week. So I'm good with airplanes. I would like to be done with that for a while, but we're going to continue touring. We got a lot going on. But what I didn't expect to happen was it was Thursday night. My wife woke me up about 3 in the morning in intense pain. And I didn't know what to do. I was like, well, do we need to go to the hospital? You know, what's going on? A couple hours later, we found ourselves up at the Waimea Hospital there, about half an hour from here. And I spent the rest of the day there with her pretty much all day in the hospital. And I had to fly out that night. And I'll never forget as I went to leave the hospital there just a couple days ago, my wife hooked up to all kinds of machines and oxygen, the little oxygen tubes running into her nose and all kinds of wires running everywhere as they monitored her health, as they were trying to figure out what was going on. They were running CT scans and all kinds of stuff. And I'll never forget as I left, and she said, you need to go. You need to go do what you're called to do and to go do that other concert. I'll be okay. And I remember thinking in that moment, well, we don't know if you're going to be okay. We don't know what's going on. And as I walked away and headed to the airport, just praying, God, please, let's carry us through this one. I was reminded, you see, the thing that scares me the most is it very often, God requires of us to practice what we preach. And I've been sharing a lot about in hard times when God answers our prayer with the answer no, what do we do with that? Do we still believe him? Do we still trust him? Do we still believe that he's good? And I walked away from that hospital bed just going, God, please, please take care of this. And I flew back to Portland and found out that she had her colon had twisted. And the doctors were getting ready to do emergency surgery, and I'm there getting ready to go on stage across the Pacific Ocean. And we just prayed for her. And just, God, please, if in this situation, can you please just help us out here? Can you take care of her? Fortunately, Jim's wife, Maureen, was here. She slept on the floor with her. While I was gone, she was there by her side each and every step of the way. I'm so thankful to have friends and brothers and sisters in Christ that can help us out in times of crisis. But I think sometimes we don't realize how much our spouses mean to us. I think it's easy for us to take them for granted sometimes until something happens. And I know that I'm guilty sometimes of not saying I love you. Or sometimes maybe it's not even saying that. Maybe I can say I love you. But guys, our wives want to hear why we love them. That's the reality. Just I love you doesn't always cut it for them. And as I left that day and ultimately came back got back here as fast as I could. And man, a couple things just happened that were amazing. The doctor that was there happened to be renowned across the United States. He moved here from LA, and he specialized in GI surgery. And the guy was brilliant, and he said, you know what? The ER doctor was getting ready to operate, and he said, I want to hold off on this one. He said, I think that maybe this one might work itself out. As we were there in Oregon praying for Shannon, sure enough, the healing began to start, and on its own, her colon untwisted itself over the next couple days. And although it was immense pain, and it was a lot of suffering, and through she spent 3 days in the hospital, 3 days that we were expecting to be here on the beach. But I look back and I just go, I'm so thankful for my wife. I'm so thankful for her being willing to, not only as she was suffering, to say, you know what? I love you, and I know that you're called to do music, and I want you to go do that right now. I need you to go, because that's what you're supposed to do. And to lay down her own selfish desires for me to be there by her side the entire time, deservedly. I mean, she deserves to have me there. And I was reminded of just how much I love her and how much she means to me. And this being a couples retreat, I know that many of you guys, hopefully your marriages, you've been had a chance to go deeper. But guys, I want to speak to you just for a second, because I think like you. I understand. We have a tendency, I think sometimes, we're tough. It's hard for us to talk. I don't like to sit across coffee and talk about my feelings. But sometimes my wife needs that. And I have a hard time doing that, and I realize that. And so being a guy and having a hard time talking about my feelings, I tend to write songs instead. Some of you may not have that luxury. But I want to share with you guys a couple songs that have really been important to me over the years. Songs that I've written for my wife. These are songs that have never been recorded. They're just kind of my personal collection here. So you can't criticize them. It's like reading my diary, okay? But I have a hard time saying I love you. And not so much saying I love you, but saying why I love you. And I want to challenge you guys tonight as you head out of here. And girls, you can keep your husbands to this. Guys, you got to give your wife at least 2 reasons of why you love her tonight, okay? And I'm going to share this song, and this is going to give a couple reasons of when I say I love you, this is what I really mean. Not a man of many words, never seen me cry, doing the best I can for you. Words, never seen me cry, but I'm doing the best I can for you. Show my strength on the outside, I hold my head up high as I lead the way, 'cause I wanna be a man for you. Being a man doesn't make it easy tell you how I feel. If I ever told you how I feel when you're not around, if I ever said what it means to me when we walk and you hold my hand, if I ever told you how I need you when I'm feeling sad, if I ever taken time to say what it means that you stand by me, and every time I say I love you, this is what I'm trying to say. Oh, I know it isn't always right for me to hold back everything. It doesn't make it easy for me to do. Doesn't make it easy to tell you how I feel. Yeah. If I ever told you how I feel when you're not around, if I ever said what it means to me when we walk and you hold my hand, if I ever told you how I need you when I'm feeling sad, if I ever taken time to say what it means that you stand by me, and every time I say I love you, this is what I'm trying to say. And I'm sorry for all the things that I never said, the things you deserve to know. I'm sorry never told you. If I ever told you how I need you when I'm not around, if I ever said what it means to me when we walk and you hold my hand, if I ever you how I need you when I'm feeling sad, if I haven't taken time to say what it means that you stand by me, if I haven't told you how I need you when I'm not around, if I haven't said what it means to me when we walk and you hold my hand, if I haven't told you how I need you when I'm feeling sad, if I haven't taken time to say what it means that you stand by me, and every time I say I love you, this is what I'm trying to say. Oh, this is what I'm trying to say. Oh, and every time I say